What is up, my people, and welcome back to the cafe. My name is Stifflered, and I have some sad news. I just spent quite a long time recording, and it's all gone. It's all gone. The audio for the recording all got jacked up. The game itself crashed a couple of times, which corrupted 2 of the video recordings. And overall, this last episode has been a disaster. Let's go over a few things. While I do wish that I could show you everything that I did, well, I wish I could show you in real time. I'm just gonna have to show you now, like this. So, unfortunately, I just kind of gave that away. I do have a time lapse, and I will show you that time lapse here at the end of the video, just so that you can see how I laid all of this out. But we'll get to that in just a second. The video started off with me riding my now invisible horse. I don't know what's going on with this guy. But I rode him over to the village, and I lost him for a while, and that was part of the recording. It was kind of dramatic and sad, and I spent like an hour trying to find him again. And then I came back and I did the time lapse, which for this structure here, which I'll go ahead and play that for you right now, and you can see how I framed all of this together. That is one of the few recordings that I was able to save. So let's roll that. So this build, which you just saw me finish the frame for, I used oak logs, and then I also used the sandstone, and this is not done by any means. None of this is finished. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done, a lot of details that need to be done with it. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the start of it, and we've got the spruce planks in there, and spruce fences, and the green wool, and then of course all the sandstone. Well, while I was building this out, I had a chest right here, which you might have seen during the time lapse, and I broke that chest, and it had all of my wood and everything that I needed to finish this build. And then I was running around just finishing up that pillar right over there, and when I came back, I thought I had enough time. When I came back, everything had despawned. So then that was another setback. And And so I had to spend another hour and a half or so gathering back up all the resources that I needed. So I had a bunch of wood, I had a bunch of wool. I just had so much stuff that I had been gathering and putting together for this build. So that set me back a little bit. So then I went over to the sheep, which were, you might remember from the last episode, were over there. They were over in this pen. So I came walking over this way. And you know what? I actually was able to get that clip as well. So let me just show you that little video clip and you can see the sad result. So, all the sheep were gone. They all died. The wolf killed them. And so I went on a murderous spree, killing as many wolves as I can out in the world, just taking my revenge. And then I had to go and find some more sheep. And I brought them over here where it was a little bit safer out of that like taiga biome area over there. And so now they're all hanging out here. But then I had to spend some time, sharing the wool and getting them all together. And that was all fine. I mean, it took a while. There were some setbacks, and finally got the wool, got the wood that was needed, harvested up some of that, and we got this build together. And the build, I think, is turning out pretty great. Now, let me explain a couple things before we go inside. This is not done, right? This build is far from complete. But while we're waiting on the war castle build, which is going to be massive, right? And I did clear out some more section. There was a mountain that was right there, and I cleared all of that out. While we're waiting on the war castle build, I decided to make like a little starter house here. And I don't want it to be like your typical house, so that's why it has a canopy roof instead of an A-frame roof or even a flat roof. And it has 3 layers. And so there's going to be walls on this second layer. So you'll see walls that come along this way. So this opening will not be here, and this opening will not be here. And essentially, like, all of this sandstone here, this is going to be roughed out a little bit more, like with some half slabs and stairs, and just make it look quite different. And I'm also going to do something else with these pillars, maybe add in some cut sandstone or chiseled sandstone variants, just a few different other things to make those pillars, pop out a little bit better. And down here, so I have a wheat farm, something to keep the food going, right? And then we have the basement down below. I cleared all this out, and we have the enchanting room, which I've moved in here. It was just sitting out in the open before, right? And we put all the lapis down this spot. And then over here, I've got a little furnace room with a bunch of coal, and the furnaces are full of coal as well. And and then there's going to be a door here which goes out. So this is going to be one of the entrances. So you can come right into the basement, and I want to do something with this nether portal. I'd like some ideas if you guys have any screenshots or any nether portal builds that you've seen, which are small, so it can't be massive, but if it's a small nether portal build, I think it would be really cool to do something kind of custom with this. And I also want to find something different to do with the oak planks here, because I like it. It doesn't look bad, but I want to use something other than oak planks throughout. I need some kind of a just a bit of color that's added in here, because I don't want to use sandstone everywhere, and I don't want to use the spruce and oak everywhere. So I need something else. If you've got any ideas for some other material that I can use there. But this is going to be like a bridge that goes over. And on the other side, we're going to do the same thing where the bottom is going to be all cleared out. There'll be a room right here. And then probably like the oak planks or something, you know, sitting up all along this bottom side here. And I'm not sure what I want on this side yet, but we'll come up with some ideas a little bit later. I do need to get some more oak wood though, so that I can finish that side of the basement. So now we'll head upstairs, and as I come upstairs, you're gonna notice, got my bed already, and we have an entrance to this area right here. There's a small entrance there, and it goes out into the desert, and I don't want to deal with those guys, so let's go ahead and go to sleep for a second. And then you can see right across from my bed there is Ivan the Terrible, and oh no, I really don't want to deal with this creeper. I did fish a little bit as well, and I got this awesome bow. This bow has mending on it, so I am super pumped about it. Okay, where's this creeper at? Let's see if I can take him out. There he is. But yeah, the bow has Unbreaking 3, Mending, and Power 4. This is an awesome bow to just find by fishing. But I made a small aquarium here, and I only have a few fish inside. There's a slam in there, and a couple of cod just kind of chilling out down at the bottom. And then I also got, I went out and I found some puffer fish and tropical fish, a few different kinds. And, and I also got sea pickles, but we're not going to use those just yet. But yeah, and then I put my chest over here and organized all of them. So I got it all cleared out from down there, and finally I added in a little taste of home, because the House of Stifflered shall not fall. And we have to remember where we came from. So every time I come up here and I see this orange glazed terracotta, which is what we used a lot in the build back in the base, at the main base where the wither is, it's going to remind me we've got work to do here, not to stay here, but to go back and kill that wither and reclaim our home. So that's what this is all about. But that is the build project that I worked on today, and got quite a lot done, and I really like it. I wish you guys could see it all. I'm really bummed that all my recordings got messed up, and I would just record a whole new episode, full-length episode for you right now, but I want to get this episode out. What is that noise? What was that? Oh goodness, that was terrifying. I think it was one of the fish. Well, I was saying, I want to get this episode out to you guys. I do have another episode I need to work on, and that's a plugin review episode. Those guys are really noisy. And I don't know why I'm out here right now. Why did I come out here? I don't even know. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks for understanding. I've got these issues figured out. You know, this has been a big learning experience, and it's been a lot of fun to do these YouTube videos and everything. I'm bummed that I messed up the recordings. You know, it's basically just settings that needed to be changed in order to keep the recordings from going corrupt. And, I've got it fixed now, though. And I hope that you'll stick around for future episodes. I appreciate you guys for watching. I would love some ideas that you might have for wall designs, and then the flooring down there, and then that nether portal design. I think that, I could use your help with those sorts of build ideas. But I will see you all next time. So tomorrow I have a plugin review for Ultra Permissions, and then Wednesday we'll get back to the Tree Crafter server. I got to start that Let's Play all over because I lost it. But next Monday, you'll have another new episode from me here on the House of Stifflered, and I promise it's going to be a good one. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.